Hey dudes and chicks, and neither of those rules don't apply to you. Welcome to Week for Last Time. My name is Katie. Today, I am going to be popping this palette's cherry. This is the Gemini II palette. It's obviously an older palette. The color story looks like this. You guys have all seen it perform. You've all seen several videos on it, no doubt. Melt recently had a 50% off everything sale, and so I took advantage of that and I bought two palettes that I've been really wanting for a really long time, and so I got it on a payment plan and I fucking bought the She's in Parties palette and the Gemini II palette. And so I'm super excited about having these two palettes. I've been wanting them really bad for a really long time, and I know that they're old news and people don't really want to see looks with them maybe anymore, but also like I know that this palette right here, many people have said this is like the best palette that Melt has, and I had the Melt stack of this palette, and I've really just been waiting to see if this palette did actually perform so much better than the stack, because quite frankly, I thought the stack performed really well, and the only reason why I decluttered the stack is because it's so inconvenient. The stacks are really inconvenient to store, they're inconvenient to pack, travel with, they're just not practical. So anyways, if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this look, or hearing my final thoughts on the palette, or if you guys are interested in hearing about what I had to say, because this is really a get ready with me. I'm getting ready to go to a bonfire at my friend's house, and so I just cut my hair like this like a few minutes ago, and so I literally just cut my hair like this an hour ago, and then had somebody come down and check my lines right here because it was pretty good, except for right here I just needed to make sure, and then jumped out of the shower. So I actually just gave myself this haircut, and I just decided to do it like yesterday. Or I saw a curly mohawk 2 days ago. Yesterday I made a Pinterest board. Today I shaved my fucking head. So I'm really excited about that. I was a little nervous about it because I felt like I looked a little masculine. I always feel a little insecure right when I first do something crazy and different with my hair. And so I'm just really excited about it. I think it looks great. And if you guys are interested in hearing what I have to say during this video, then just hang out. Already primed with my P. Louise primer in room 02, and I'm going to start with the color Lovesick because I kind of want to look a little bit sick. I just feel like that's the look I'm going for, especially like with my new hairdo and shit. So I'm going to use my ZOEVA 228 and go into that color Lovesick. And I have really high expectations of this palette, so because like I just know it's going to be really nice. So I'm not really testing it. I know it's going to be good. I've never had any problems with Melt's warmer tones at all. Like, that's actually pretty bright for Melt. I was kind of like looking at this Melt palette today as I was opening the package, and I was thinking, you know, Melt always stays true to form. You know what I mean? They always stay like within a certain parameter of color story. They don't ever like, you know, you're not going to probably see Melt coming out with a neon palette, but I know Melt does have a neon palette, the Radioactive or whatever, right? That was a Melt palette from back in the day, but I feel like over time you have Melt has grown as a brand to the point where you really know like what you can count on Melt for, and that it's always going to be like a grungy, you know, smoky, kind of a messier palette. So I basically already know that it's going to be pigmented. I kind of know how Melt shadows are. They're a little bit more difficult to blend, I would say. Like right now, my edges are getting pretty fucking dangerous. I need to make sure that these are like at least somewhat blent out, or else I'm gonna have problems with them later. But as I say, warm tone shadows it's kind of hard to fuck them up. Now I'm gonna go in with my ZOEVA 221, I'm pretty sure that it is. It's scratched off, remember I've used it so many times. And I'm gonna use the color, what color am I gonna use? I was gonna use Gamellas, but I think instead I'm gonna actually go with Ladylike to kind of keep it a little bit grungier looking, meaning a little more to the brown side and not quite to the pink side. This is a very romantic palette, so I'm sure that even this like khaki, like nude is still gonna look pretty grungy, but I just think it's gonna really drive home this point. I'm doing an easy look. I don't want it to be too hard. Honestly, I really just want my makeup to look like edgy and sexy enough to kind of offset my kind of more masculine haircut. So here's my thing. Whenever I first do something crazy to my hair that I've never done before, I always look like a little bit masculine to myself, and it makes me feel a little bit insecure. And so I really just want to make sure that I look really feminine so that whatever like my hair might look like on the first day, because you know the difference between a good haircut and a bad haircut is 2 weeks. And honestly, like I need to learn how to style this, and I have some really cute pictures and some really cute inspo, and once I get it standing up, it's going to be really cute. But like whenever I first do something crazy with my hair that's like unfamiliar to me, I always feel like I look a little masculine and I feel a little insecure about it. So I just want my makeup to look good enough to look like super feminine and super hot in the face so that it detracts from the fact that I have a fucking shaved head and a curly mohawk. Man, these colors are super fucking pretty. I'm honestly not shocked, but they are really pretty. I think we just replaced the Venus XL. If that's even possible. I want this to look pretty blown out. This looks really good. And then, oh, that color's called Ladylike, by the way. And it's really not just a clever name. It really is pretty fucking ladylike, which is perfect considering what I just said. You know, I know that we kind of live in a, like our time these days is like where it doesn't really matter if people look feminine or masculine, and like it's like we're like trying to like steer away from those like gender biases or whatever. But I've just like spent my whole life like feeling like I don't want to look masculine. I want to look very feminine with short fucking hair. So like that's just what I like. That's just my particular preference. I don't really care what other people like. That's on them. That's just what I've always wanted to look feminine with short hair. I still want to look like pretty. I just think I look prettier with short hair, but I still want to look pretty. People have always thought that I look very masculine, and people used to actually call me sir all the time. And I've actually been telling that story to somebody, and then they didn't believe me, and then it actually happened at a grocery store with them. And they were like, holy fuck, I can't believe that. Because I look really feminine, but like, even still, like as much progress as we've made toward like not having like gender assumptions or like gender, what's the word that I'm looking for? More gender like tolerance and more gender neutral and like more fluidity, like in the way that genders kind of move through the world. People still call me sir. It's fucking ludicrous. I feel like because I caked on that one color so much, I need to actually like deepen the outer V. So I'm going to use this Spectrum A12, and I'm going to go into the color Luxe Queen, and I'm going to just use that to deepen up just the outer V a little tiny. And then I'm just gonna kind of rub this out. That really helped, that brown, that deepening shade. It looked a little airy for a second there. Okay, so since there's only one option, actually there's two options, but I think I'm just gonna go with Schmood. It's like a satin, smoky, it's more like a smoky, sultry look shimmer. And I'm gonna use my NYX Glitter Primer. No need to put a ton of this on because you're not going to get a huge payoff on this shadow. It's not that kind of shimmer. I'm going to use my ZOEVA 234, and I guess we're just going all ZOEVA on this, huh? That looks really fucking pretty, actually. I mean, I knew it would, but like, I'm addicted to shimmer, as most people fucking know. So it's like, you know, when you look at a palette and your only options are these, I get the point. It's melt. It's like something that you can count on from melt. They're always going for the smoky. Nonetheless, if there was a more shimmery shade in there, I probably would have taken it, except I'm going to a bonfire tonight, so I was kind of going for the mood. As I said, I just want to look more feminine, not like I have a green curly fucking mohawk, which I do have one. I'm going to use the Rephr 03, and I'm just going to take some of that and put it in the bottom. It's like the color, it's like almost has a black base. It's really beautiful. It's a copper, but it's just to the red side of copper. So it's like distinctly red. It's really pretty. This is a great fucking palette. I'm gonna just go like this. I actually think this looks pretty fucking cute, and it's just gonna get better and better. Yeah, I needed to do something different. God, that feels great. I'm not gonna lie, that feels really good. Yeah, I'm gonna use Genesis as my inner corner highlight. And I'm probably just gonna use this Rephr 03 and kind of clean it up a little. And then use Genesis highlighter. Because deep down, this Genesis highlighter blush light matches this. Deep down, it matches. The Genesis highlighter is kind of not really super shiny either. It's more sheeny. Okay. That's gonna be the look, and I'm just gonna do a few things to it to kind of spruce it up. I might do a wing. I don't know. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do, but I'll be back when I'm done. So this is the manifesto, the pièce de résistance. I didn't use any eyelashes, and I'm sorry that I put my glasses on. I know it kind of covers up the look. This is the look. I put a wing on there and I just put mascara on because I really wanted to wear my glasses with this look. So I really wanted to wear my glasses with my hair like this. I thought it would look super cute. So that's the reason why I did it. I love the look. It's fucking beautiful. Honestly, I had nothing but the highest expectations of this palette. And so, I mean, like I said, it wasn't a review. I was just popping its cherry. I was just taking this palette's virginity. I wasn't like testing the waters to see how it performed. I already knew it was going to perform really good. So anyways, this is the look that I'm wearing to the bonfire with my friends. I'm going to be wearing my Carhartts and Sorels and shit. So it's not going to be like, you know what I mean? I just wanted to like do something to make my hair look super cute. And I think I did that. And I'm really excited about my new hairdo. And honestly, I think that as it gets like as I get like more and more used to it and like start to learn how to do more things with it, I think it's gonna look super cute. And honestly, it's probably gonna be a year into it and I'm gonna look back at this video and be so cringe about the way my fucking mohawk looks right now. But like, honestly, I think at some point I might go a little bit thinner with it. I don't know, a little more hardcore. I don't know. I'm totally that kind of person. I'm totally down for that. So anyways, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell because you can't wait to see what happens next. Hit the like button if you like this look or if you just like my sparkling personality and my boyish charm. And hang out with me in the comments because I fucking love it. If you got like halfway through this video and you're like, oh my god, this girl's so pretty till she opens her big fucking mouth, then go check me out on Instagram. I don't talk as much on Instagram. And if you were like, don't sugarcoat it, Katie, why don't you tell us how you really feel, then go check out my Patreon because I don't hold anything back on my Patreon. I go live pretty much weekly at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Friday. Thank you guys so much for watching. You could have been anywhere, but you were here wasting your time with me, and I totally appreciate you. Later. Slayer!